Hello, everyone. Today, I wanted to introduce a new series, and I want to call it Crazy Animes That I Had No Business Watching. Okay, and half the time, the shows that went over my head. That's what I want to title this series that I want to make. Okay, so Diabolik Lovers is an anime I have a hate-love relationship with. Looking back on it now that I'm an adult, I often cringe at some of the moments of this show. But the main premise of the show was about a girl named Yui, who is sent to live with a group of vampires because her adopted father, he happens to be like a priest and everything. He basically sells her to the the vampires, their family, because they're rich and wealthy. I remember one of my friends in middle school recommending this show to me, and me, I was like, "What is this show? Let me check it out. What is it about?" And I dive into this deep rabbit hole of a vampire Atome show. So the vampire brothers consist of Ayato, Kanato, Laito, Shu, Reiji, and Subaru. All I have to say is while watching the show, I realized I just liked Ayato and Shu, so that was the only reason I kept watching the show. I honestly hated Yui. I know I might get some hate for this because people always say people hate Yui for no reason. But me, I got a reason. I do. I got a reason. Every episode, the decisions that she made are dumb. Literally, Subaru gave her a weapon to stab them if they tried to freaking just take her blood with and she didn't want them to just she didn't want them to suck her blood, but he was basically telling her to just eliminate them with the quickness. But my thing is, why was she still in their house? There was plenty opportunities for her to escape. And Subaru literally told you to leave. Why are you still there? Don't get me wrong. All the guys in the show have mommy issues. So cause earlier I know I said that I stayed cause I watched, no, cause of Subaru and Ayato. But they treated Yui like she was nothing. That's the whole point of that's what the diabolic part came from. Because at first I was in my head why is it called Diabolik Lovers? But they treat her like trash. But I really think the real villain of the story was the boy's father, because he's never around, and I feel he's the reason why they're jacked up. They all got all these mommy issues, but their dad is never around. Their dad is just gone. Because all of the background stories focus on the relationships that they had with their mother, which often ended in tragedy. But the funny thing is, the chokehold that this show has on me, I feel it really needs to be studied. I just know if this show were to come out today, a lot of people would try to cancel it because of the way they treated Yui. Even though I always see people joke about it, and people that are in the Diabolik Lovers fandom, people joke about it now. But I feel if this anime were to come out in 2025, people would be trying to rip this anime apart. Especially because they just bit her neck and treated her like she was beneath them. They did not care how she felt. They would just be you're worthless, and just treat her any type of way. Like I said, for example, Kanato is literally a yandere. He's literally crazy. He almost choked her out one episode to make her into one of his dolls, because he took her into a room, and it was just full of all these women, and they their eyes were just big like this, and they were just frozen like a mannequin. And my thing is, she followed him into this room, and I'm like, girl, as soon as I would have saw that, I would have ran. Her tail was over here looking at it. What? But my thing is, like, if she decided to follow his creepy tail, I would not do that. Like, he literally carries his mom's ashes in his teddy bear. Like, what's not clicking? The boy got issues. Okay. And he literally like burned his mom. So like, that's for another day. Their mom was an abuser, so like they did like a tag team on her tail. Also, there was this one scene that like lives like rent free in my head, where she literally was trying to escape from Ayato, but when they go to like night school together, they're like cooking, like, and they're just, I don't know, like I guess they're vibing, like they're just cool for a second, and I'm just like, this is weird. And he's like literally eating human food, and she like rejects him from like trying to drink her blood. So he was just like, quit whining or whatever, and like he just throws her tail in a pool. And that always cracks me up because it was like how unprovoked it was that he just threw her. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. But then he sees like a flashback of his like mom trying to drown him, and like that triggers him. And then later on he like jumps in and tries to save her, and he like bites her neck. I don't know what it was with like middle school me and like red flags, I'll tell you. But I don't know, this show, I always find myself coming back to it. And I guess because, I don't know, red flags. But it's like, I don't know. I have a hate-love relationship with this show, but I feel like it's mostly because of the main character and her decisions. I feel like if she made better decisions, I wouldn't have like disliked her character so much in the series. I felt like if they would have made her like I feel like if they would have made her like, I don't know, ready to fight somebody and ready to square up, then like, yes, I would have liked her character more. But 24/7 is like, vampires, stop biting my neck every episode. So I don't know. And people were saying that she's different in like, if you play like the video game. But my thing is, why'd they make her like that in the anime? Like, her character had so much, I guess, potential from what people were saying, if she's different in the Otome. I've seen parts and bits of the Otome, like the video game, but in the show, they just make her like a doormat, and I really don't like how they did that. That's just my opinion.